Hello everyone, my name is oldish22 and I'm here today to talk about some Final Fantasy 14. And I just want to give you guys a heads up, if you guys like MMOs or action RPGs, then you should hit that subscribe button because that's what I talk about. And the two main games that I focus on right now is Path to Exile and Final Fantasy 14. But let's get on with this. I wanted to talk about Yoshida's confirms for the Final Fantasy 14 live letter. I have already seen this I've seen like Zepla's point of view and stuff like that. And yeah, I kind of wanted to make my own video, give my own thoughts, because the biggest thing that I want to talk about on this video is Yoshida confirmed there will be a special edition live letter. This, to me, I'm like very curious, and even Zepla herself said that this is a strange live letter. Now, I'm pretty new to the Final Fantasy 14 game, the community, everything like that. I've almost played for almost a whole year now. Still pretty new, still haven't done a lot. There's still things in the game I haven't done yet, but I very much enjoy it, and I've been absolutely hooked. I almost got like a month playing time already, and I just started last year. And that's pretty good for, if you didn't know, I am a stay-at-home dad, and I am taking care of a 6-month baby, and I have 2 kids, so it's pretty busy around here. So, anyways, though, special edition live letter. Now, I've been through a few live letters. I'm really curious about this. What does this mean? It says live letter from the producer in February was mentioned in the last live stream. The new info will be late February, so probably around then. But it's been mentioned the live letter will be a roadmap for 6.x content and a direction of the game post Endwalker. Then this is weird too. Before we like jump back into this, 6.1 preview part 1 in March. So, and this is where I got from Zepla's video that she said, wait, there's going to be two. Is there 2 live letters? And I that's why this is so interesting to me. Like, what will they do? This is 6.x. And I'm really curious what you guys think down in the comments down below. I'd love to read and see what do you guys think 6.x content further on. Where do we go from here? I would probably give warning for spoilers. If you haven't beat Endwalker and you're reading comments down in the YouTube section, I probably wouldn't do it until you beat Endwalker. But I would like to know down below. I won't do any spoilers. I'm just wondering, where do we go? Why would they do a special one? Like, my theory, I always wondered, I was thinking about this actually today, and this is no spoilers or anything, because like, okay, I'll just give minor spoiler warnings. I don't think it is, though. Just give you a caution. If you haven't beat Endwalker, just stop listening for now. I'm just going to... I don't think it's spoiler at all, but like my theory is like, what if they wanted to do a Cataclysm event, kind of like World of Warcraft? But after I thought about this for a while, I'm like, how in the world would they do a Cataclysm? I'm not saying that's where we're going or anything like that. But if they ever wanted to do it, like where the world kind of like transforms a bit, like the old areas, you know, with like Deathwing coming by and they like transform. I don't know if they would even want to do that. But I was wondering if even if they could do it, what would they do with the MSQ? I couldn't come up with an assumption. Like, the only thing I could think of is like they would have to make 2 like parts, like maybe if you want to do the first story with the old world or go to like what the new world is, or I just don't think it would work just because MSQ, you need the story, right? So I don't think they'll ever go that route, at least not now. I mean, the game would have to change a lot. I think like even like MSQ, maybe they do like big story parts. Which one you want to do to level or something? You have like an option. I don't know. I have no idea if they could even do a Cataclysm like event. and change like some of the zones. It'd be kind of cool or interesting. I would love to see, even though it doesn't bother me that much. I'd love to see the zones, kind of like World of Warcraft. I know I come from World of Warcraft. I'm sorry, but one of the things I like about World of Warcraft is when all the zones are connected. Now I know they had to do that for like PlayStation 3. I get that, but man, I would love to see if they could get to like where it's all connected and it's kind of like even a massive world. That would be huge. That'd be like ginormous. Personally, I don't think they have to do that. I don't mind what it is right now, but would I be more excited and happy about it? Yeah, I would. Do I need it to enjoy the game? No, but would I enjoy more? Yeah. So, um, but yeah, I'm just really curious. I would love to know the thoughts down below. What would 6.6 content be? Pretty much. I think this is going to be mostly focus MSQ in a way. Yeah, this is a special edition live letter, and live letters are like, I've learned that live letters are no joke. They're like 5 to 6 hours long. I couldn't believe it. I mean, I stay up to like 3 in the morning sometimes. Just actually, it goes even longer than that. But that's just how that's how much I can make it because I had to get up with the kids. Um, but yeah, I don't know what ideas would you guys have? I would love to know. Personally, I don't know. Just want to say in the direction of the end game of the game posts. I think it's gonna deal with the story and where they want to go with the story, but I'm not sure. Again, I'm pretty new to the game. 6.1, I am super excited for 6.1 in March. I hope this is early. This is the preview part. So is 6.1 not going to come out till like end of March? Or I don't know the time gap when they show a live letter and the patch. I think it's not that far. It might be like a week or two. So hopefully this is like really early March. And they said live letter from the producer in February was mentioned. Yes, will be late February. Hopefully like February 20th and then like early March. I'm hoping. I'm really excited for 6.1 because the PvP revamp, I'm like very excited. If Final Fantasy 14 can get their PvP going, it's such like good filler content, especially when you've done all the other stuff. Like I feel like a lot of people right now have done most of the content that they want to do, but like man, if they can get their PvP in and have a fun rank system and stuff like that, that will keep people in. I'm not saying that's what like 14's Yoshi P's not like that. He's like just do what you want. But me personally, I want to stay in the world more, and this is another reason why I would stay in the world more if they can get their PvP going. I'm glad they're not giving up on it. It's been a huge critique of Final Fantasy 14, and personally, I would love to see it. I just want to see Final Fantasy 14 just be even more amazing than it is. Right now, it's easily my favorite MMO by far. Right now, I only play 2 games right now because PoE is my favorite action RPG, and then Final Fantasy 14 right now is my favorite MMO. But let's keep reading. By the prior track record, this will be pretty. That's an overview of new content coming in the patch, like MSQ. The key art for the patch will probably get unveiled. I'm excited for this too. Alliance raid. I really like the Alliance raids. I just did the Near raids, and they were really fun. Like really, really fun. Trial. This should be awesome. Beast tribes. Job changes, some more job changes, which we just got an update because 6.08 just came out with pretty much it's a buff patch for other classes. So Paladin finally got buffed. I'm leveling up my Paladin right now. So I'm pretty excited by that. Yeah, and then he did his karaoke. He brought his own wine. Yoshida's just a cool dude. I would really like to meet Yoshida. And just talk MMOs with him all day. Yoshida said as he's healthy, he can continue to work on 14 since he intends to keep working on it for 10 years from now. Hopefully more than 10 years. But hey, he's got his own life. He's got to do what he's got to do. But I'm excited that he's going to be there for at least another 10. That's a long time. Heading towards that, he's busy with quite a lot of stuff now. So much that he hasn't had time to do the new raids yet. He's been watching a lot of the 14 streamers, including from overseas. Definitely not me. I am too small of a content creator. But maybe one day. Maybe one day. He'd like to proceed with the planning of some scale figures for the game. Yo, figurines, awesome. Huge anime fan, so I got some behind me. Yoshida mentions there'll be interviews soon explaining uh, intern preparations. I can't read of the story of Endwalker. There'll be a rush of interviews starting Tuesday next week. It mentions sort of Endwalker. There'll be a rush of interviews starting Tuesday next week. Which this came out not that long ago. I think it's next week. He seems surprised. The blank as a popular. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah. This is, I guess, this is a spoiler. Even though how is this a spoiler? Because I guess if you didn't watch the live letter, you wouldn't know. Like the last live letter, because they showed him there. But anyways, there are plans for the series of side stories for Endwalker. Like, I mean, this would be cool to see if you could actually be one. That's all I'm gonna say. Um, I think it'd be funny. Endwalker, like for the prior expansions. Yeah, more side stories. His schedule is so packed that next there should be Stroll where he logs in and plays together with fans is hard to fit in until after spring. Yes, because 6.1 is massive. Now, I don't know 100% if Island Sanctuary is coming out 6.1, but I think it is. But there is an Ultimate Fight, Alliance Raid, a Trial, PvP revamp, the Ishgard housing, the whole new housing system, and did I miss anything? Oh, like the Beast Tribes. Yeah, I don't know. There is quite a lot coming out 6.1. 6.1 is a massive patch. And I think Raiders are going to be pretty happy because what you got rating now in 6.0, 6.1, 6.2, and then you get a break at 6.3, and then 6.4 would be another raid. And I'm really curious, are they going to try to do two ultimates in this expansion to make up for the last one? Not 100% sure on that. That would be interesting to see. Comment down below if you do believe that they'll do two ultimate fights this expansion. Do we look at the Comet Zone? I'm just kind of curious if anyone has. I'm wondering if they'll words the same. I guess the math off. Maybe more boiled eggs. It'd be wild to have played this game for 20 years. That is true. I mean, WoW's getting up there for 20. And 11 is, I guess. If you've been playing Final Fantasy 11, that's pretty old as well. And RuneScape. Technically, RuneScape's been pretty old too, almost at 20 years. I don't really 10, 10 more 10 seasons in a movie. Let's go. Yeah, I don't see too many people talk about it. To me, I just really wanted to mention the special edition live letter, and really curious what will happen. I have no idea. Like, I honestly don't. I'm trying to think like what. I think this is mostly going to be about like what direction the story goes, or it's something massive that they're going to change something like system wise, or I don't know. I have no idea. But special edition. So we'll have to see. Anyways, this is just me going over this little special edition of Yoshida confirms. So very excited, very curious. And maybe you guys know that because you probably played Final Fantasy 14 longer than I have, and I'm just learning how patch notes are going, or like live letters that they do, which I think is amazing that they do live letters because it's awesome to just sit there and watch 5 hours of all this like new stuff, them talking it out and everything. It's just really cool. So really good job. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed watching and can't wait to make more videos coming out. Hopefully next week I'll be getting some more Final Fantasy 14 before the Path Exile season starts because that starts next Friday. So I will be going and playing Path Exile for a few weeks at least, and that should get me pretty close to the live letter, the special one, and close to 6.1, even though I'll be playing Final Fantasy 14 off stream. But yeah, you guys can follow me or check out my Twitch at twitch.tv/oldish22 and come talk some Final Fantasy, anime, or Path Exile, or any action RPG or MMO I would really enjoy, because I do plan on checking out Lost Ark a little bit. So, um, yeah, we'll have to see. So, anyways, come on by. I'd really appreciate it. And thank you for at least giving this video a chance. And I really want to know your guys' opinions. So, yeah, and I couldn't read this damn word down here, man, because I'm just. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. Have a good one. Adios.